Oh, look! There it is!
So that's gotta be the prototype terminal we came looking for.
That's right. The one that would have formed part of the twin core system. It's presumably been connected directly to the septium vein, granting it the ability to pull resources from all over the region. I doubt even cutting it off from the net would stop what's already begun. I can't believe he made such a system.
It does sound like it wasn't easy, that's for sure. My man poured a lot of sweat and blood into this. Color me impressed you managed to find this place. That's some excellent sleuthing, Arkwright Solutions.
I am also rather impressed that you did so without your Marduk concierge.
Nothing to it. We could smell the stench of your filthy scheme from 1,000 Selj away.
Besides, we didn't do it without Reset. She's right here with us, in spirit.
I did not intend for my statement to cause offense.
Still, this development wasn't exactly in the cards. What are your thoughts, Professor?
A most tedious turn of events indeed. Why must you insist upon hindering my research? No, I know the answer. You simply cannot stand the fact that I'm about to surpass your dear teacher's achievements. But the completion of this most supreme formula is nigh. My grand ambition realized, humanity will leap forward into a new future. I will thank you not to interfere.
Oh, Professor.
We're up against a super advanced AI that replicates one of the greatest minds in the country. Now that he's not held back by his body, he doesn't even need to rest. He can work at full capacity at all times. This might be worse than that computer from a year and a half ago. At least that one didn't have a genius's brain in it.
And all of this is made possible by that green Genesis. All of this to try and create weapons of pure evil.
Dear, oh dear, young lady. Do try and see the big picture here. Military research has been a force that drives scientific development and civilization advancement since the dawn of its time. Our orbital communications technology and the airships we rely on are both fine examples of that. No, the nuclear weapons I seek to create will one day help bring about peace. Both is part of a larger puzzle in creating energy sources far more efficient than modern orbital energy. And as a true deterrent to erase war for good, none would dare be the first to pull the trigger when every country has nuclear weapons.
Yep, he's sure as hell gone off the rails.
Even if all that happens, all you're gonna spread across the world is fear. That ultimate weapon created in Crossbell a year and a half ago was built on the same logic. So if that reasoning had anything to it, why didn't that pave the way to peace first?
Don't compare my most noble research to that product of mere coincidence.
Please stop, Professor. We've heard There are lines no researcher or engineer should cross. Human experimentation, biological weapons, brainwashing and mind control, gene editing. Manipulating the atomic structure of matter through fusion reactions risks creating energy beyond our control. We already have a stable energy source in the form of orbital energy. There's no need to dabble with something so risky. That was why the Institute decided to ban researching it. And other colleagues in workshops abroad followed suit. How could you do this when you are the one who taught me all of that?
All pretty words, but a desire to taste the forbidden fruit is what makes us human, is it not? The magicians of the Dark Ages didn't let taboos get in their way. Going back further, you even have events like the Great Collapse painting how wild the times were. Tell me, is it fun forcing your own sense of morality upon everyone else?
You're twisting my words. It's true that science and engineering are about learning to understand the laws that govern this world. But our goal is to do that as the humans we are at our core. We don't achieve anything by casting aside our humanity, the relationships we've made, the society we've built. If we do that, then the entire foundation that inspires our search crumbles. That's why we have to draw a line in the sand. It's the only thing standing between the noble ambitions of those in our field and the heinous abyss that awaits those who cross it.
Those were Professor Hamilton's. What idiocy. Your reasoning is as naive as hers.
If you really think so little of Catra, why did you call him?
I'm so sorry. I screwed up. Please, stop this. They want my...
Just before becoming an AI, you were filled with regret, weren't you? You wished you'd never gotten involved with the Mafia, and been compelled to cross a line no human should. After so much mental anguish, you regained your senses and realized just how far you'd gone. You tried to fight back against them, didn't you?
What nonsense. I would never...
That call does make a lot more sense when viewed in that light. But there was no resisting this, and the conversion went ahead anyway, leaving only an empty vessel behind. I ain't got a clue if you even remember your last words after what happened to you. But if you're a recreation of the real Professor Callaghan, surely you can at least understand them. I can't imagine someone so beloved by many, who even rivaled Professor Hamilton, couldn't.
Man, Agnes.
Are you done? This is getting rather tedious. Congrats on spouting baseless speculation to the last word, all without a shred of hard evidence to back it up. It's going to take a lot more than that to sway someone who cast aside the very shackles of mortality. Oh, it's no skin off my back if you decide to just throw up your hands and give up now. If you no longer care about the government casting you aside, or getting revenge on that impertinent Professor Cronkite, or achieving the ultimate honor of surpassing the likes of LaToya Hamilton, of Claude Epstein even. If you're set on forgetting it all, of rendering all your effort, sacrifice, and humiliation for nothing, I won't stop you.
You must be joking, Melchior. My resolve will never falter. Not when the answer I have dreamed of for so long is close at hand. No, I would damn myself before I ever thought to back down. I will not let all I've suffered be for naught.
Professor!
We almost got through to him.
That's fine. Just means we're doing this the hard way.
At the very least, we need to get that evil imp out of his ear.
Yeah, then we might finally be able to have a proper talk with the guy.
You're surprisingly cocky for a group that struggled before you were a man down. Think I'll break out the big guns. I wouldn't want to disappoint.
Then I will release my first limiter as well. Ishtanti, engage Dominatus mode.
It doubled its wings from 2 to 4.
Sure bodes well for us.
Well, we ain't turning back now. Time to settle the score.
Right. For Reset 2.
With me, Theo, Zeros. We're gonna put a stop to all this.
Understood, Catra.
We did it!
How's that, you psycho?
Oh, you'll pay dearly for that!
They're more synchronized this time. We must respond in kind.
Now's my chance to...
What?
Shit!
Get down!
When did you arrive?
Not a moment too soon, it would seem. Is everyone all right?
Ren?
Hell of an entrance.
Well, here's a big player I didn't expect. Last I'd heard, you retired. So what brings the Society of Ouroboros' former enforcer number 15 here?
What?
An enforcer? Like the direwolf? I'll thank you very kindly not to bring up a lady's buried past before an audience, Overseer. I didn't want to turn up uninvited, but you didn't leave me much choice. Not when you have opted to deploy such an underhanded trick where my friends were headed.
That outline looks eerily like a...
Should have known.
A humanoid robot!
It's an assault frame! So this is where all those missing parts ended up.
And it put the Genesis in its chest, too.
Why can't you just be silent and leave me to my work?
That sounds like...
It couldn't be... Professor Callaghan?
I am so close to perfecting the divine formula I seek. So stop with your incessant meddling!
Crap. So he's inside that thing now?
I'll keep these two out of your way. You focus on the assault frame.
Have it your way.
Well, lucky us. I'm sure you'll be a real ball.
Ren!
She'll be fine. We need to focus on the job at hand. Cutting edge as this thing is, looks like they were sloppy in putting it together. Focus on the back of the joints. We gotta force it to the ground so we can get the Genesis out.
Right! It stopped moving!
How do you like us now?
That was quite the performance.
No. It looks like we're only just getting started.
The Genesis!
It's drawing energy directly out of the septium veins.
Yes!
Damn it! Get back, kiddos!
I will complete my formula, and there is no one who can hope to stop me!
You and me have got to have a talk, buddy. This happens every time now. You're doing it on purpose, aren't you?
Ha! There you are. Come on, hop to it. Let's go.
I can't believe you.
What is this space, and that hollow is...
Not another peculiar catalyst. Well, I guess it's not a big deal. Will you bear the nightmare, or...
Like I'm gonna say no.
At least let me finish my line! Sure, swell! The Grendel's all yours!
All right, here we go.
So that's it.
There it is.
A real sight, huh? I get a rush every time I see it. But it might have met its match with an enhanced giant robot.
What am I seeing? Is that Van?
We'll explain later. Right now, he needs our support.
Out of my way!
We did it. Huh.
That was incredible.
Stealing shit like a pro.
No! What is it doing? Why did it stop? There was only 0.03% left to go! I was so close!
Professor Callaghan.
So that's what a Genesis can do, as well as his.
I cannot help but feel mildly fascinated.
All that hard work up in smoke. The boss isn't going to be very happy. I hope you have a plan to make up for this.
Melchior, do something, please! There is only 0.03% remaining. If it doesn't finish, all of this was for...
An unfortunate situation indeed. So, how does it feel? How does it feel to know your research, your entire life, was just rendered meaningless? You tried so hard, even throwing away your humanity. But an incomplete work is nothing but worthless garbage. So how does it feel? Tell me! It's too bad. He would have been much harder to break, but maybe I should have turned my charms on Professor Cronkite instead.
How can someone be so evil?
You have wasted enough time mocking him, Melchior. The police embracers are almost here. It is about time we left.
Oh, true. I suppose we should.
Target sighted.
What the? Just what happened here?
Au revoir. We will be taking our leave now. But we will have our revenge for all the time you've made us waste here.
It's no good. I can't stop the system from falling apart. I can't reconnect it to the orbital net or another energy source either. Supporting such an advanced AI is just too heavy a burden.
But that means he'll...
I'm so sorry. The Genesis isn't reacting to anything anymore.
It's not your fault, Agnes. There must be a way. I'm just not seeing it.
It's fine, Salesian. I'm just paying the price for my foolishness. I crossed the line that should never be crossed, and tried to realize a weapon of pure evil. I allowed myself to be led astray. I have no one to blame but myself.
But... Professor!
I am moved by how much you care for me, even after all I've done. Perhaps you are the right person to entrust with this task after all.
What task?
At this rate, I will have failed as a researcher and died for nothing at all. So, please, don't let this all have been in vain. I may have failed to perfect the formula needed for fusion, but I discovered many others in the process.
Oh, all these formulae.
I believe them to be, as of yet, undiscovered formulae with peacetime applications. Analyze this terminal after I am gone, and you may be able to secure them.
But, Professor, that...
It's not going to be easy to make use of finds from a technological singularity.
That's putting it lightly. We're talking technology humanity wouldn't have reached on its own for decades. We'll need more than one genius around to make sense of it all.
I feared as much. Cronkite likely won't be able to manage the task alone. If only there were one or two more like him around. If only she were here.
I wish I could tell you not to underestimate me, but I, too, know my limits.
You're...
Young?
Cronkite, I have...
I will refrain from commenting on all that transpired here. To we researchers, all that matters are results. However, you were able to catch a glimpse of something we all, at the very least, feel a small yearning for. That does have meaning.
Yes, I suppose you're right. My time here is at an end. I leave the rest to you and the many promising youths around us. May you forever remain on the forefront of Calvard's... no, the world's.
I will follow my own path, wherever it may lead me. Though I do intend to make some use of the formulae you leave us.
As do I. We won't let your work be in vain.
What?
Who's that? Oh,
The professor is back!
I'm home, Theo, Zeros. I'm sorry for being away for so long, Catra.
Bran!
If it isn't Professor LaToya Hamilton, one of Epstein's 3 disciples.
in the flesh. I've never had the honor of seeing her in person before this. I'm so glad we made it in time.
Oh, Callaghan. You damn fool.
Esmeralda, Giscard, and Professor Hamilton. I didn't know you were back.
I hurried back to Calvard as soon as I learned what was transpiring. It saddens me deeply to have to bid farewell to a fellow researcher and associate like this.
As someone who admired and sought to surpass you, those words mean more to me than you could ever know.
Rest assured that we will use what you have left us. Cronkite and I will see those formulae analyzed. We will all see to it, Esmeralda, Catra, your other assistants, and the artisans of Basel as well. You did so much to further the city's development and held it so dear. Now we will use our strength to nurture yours.
I'd like to believe that ZCF can help in some way too.
I see now. This is what I should have done all along. I feel like in my last moments, I've solved the most difficult formula of all. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Salesian. And thank you to all who stand with them. Now, I leave with no regrets.
Farewell, Professor Callaghan.
May you find peace with Adios above.